The fourth principle is empathize. What I mean by this is, now that you've kind of understood the basics of how a debate round might work, think about it from the debater's perspective. What would you most want if you were a debater from your judge? You would want someone who listens and to the best of their ability and provides honest feedback. You don't need to be mean. You shouldn't be mean. You do need to provide some, here are the next steps, and not just say positive things. And you need to take into account the losing team's argument and make sure they know you heard it. That's one of the keys to successful judging. A debater who walks out, sees your decision, and says, I see you voted for the other team and you said, these were the reasons, but I made a response to that. Didn't the judge hear my response to that? That's a frustrated debater. You want the debater to learn by saying, here were the good arguments for the affirmative team, and here's the negative argument that tried to defeat it, and why that negative argument didn't work. So I actually have a great example from a debate round where we had multiple judges, and two judges agreed, but one wrote a good reason for decision, and one wrote a poor reason for decision. The round has something to do with sanctions and weapons of mass destruction. The bad decision said, the affirmative team convinced me that weapons of mass destruction are the most dangerous issue facing us today, and that their case will assist us in facing that issue. The other judge's ballot said, the affirmative team convinced me that weapons of mass destruction are the biggest issue, and their plan will help solve it, and the negative team's argument that the economics of fighting weapons of mass destruction were too expensive didn't really outweigh the risk of use of weapons of mass destruction. So, based on the affirmative team's argument that it's really worth it to pile money into fighting weapons of mass destruction, I had to side with the weapons of mass destruction argument. That shows the team that lost that the judge heard their argument, wasn't persuaded by it. That is the key to empathizing. To understand what the losing arguer is going to be thinking and helping them improve. Last of all, I want to give you my fifth principle, which is educate. This has to do with providing criticism and feedback. What you want to do is show the debaters some new area to grow in, and you really want to help them do this both at the tournament and for their whole lives. So what I would usually say is a great way to think about providing criticism is to do something like this. What is one long-term item that someone did well and needs to keep as part of their persona and how they communicate, and that's something that they need to grow in? What is one short-term or round-based? So here's a particular argument you made in this round that I found disturbing, or this argument was unbelievably amazing, or this was your best argument, this was your worst argument in the round. That's one set of comments as well. And then finally, provide your opinion. Still separate your opinion from the decision. Remember, your decision is only about one team's set of arguments versus the others. But after you've made that determination, you provide your opinion and help the debaters say, here's some resources you need to pursue. Here's an idea you may not have thought of that you really need to bring into the round. That kind of feedback is critical, and the debaters will take it extremely seriously, and they will view it as positive coaching, and they're going to follow up on it. So make sure that at the end of the day, your criticism is about educating and improving the debaters as they go along. With these tools in mind, I think that you'll be able to come and have a great time judging debate rounds, find it enjoyable for yourself, and really provide valuable feedback that I know I received as a debater, and I know hundreds of other debaters want to receive from people just like you.